So I remember last time when I have to organize big events like those school-wide events like speech day, any sports carnival, whatever, right? I tend to have this anxiety that the whole world will be looking at you. So this feels like a very high stake kind of thing that I cannot make mistakes. Even when people told me to empower students, I would not dare to. Because when imagine I empower students and the student don't know what to do, then and it fail, right? Wow, then the whole world will see that I'm the one in charge and I was the one that did not do a good job. So a lot of time I would rather do everything by myself. So as a HOD, right, how will you support teachers like me?
I would say, right, actually assurance is very important. Of course, I understand some, or rather many teachers are very concerned because you are right lah, they are in the spotlight because they are the OICs of these big events. If something were to go wrong, the first fingers to point at would be you lah, right? Yeah, so I think it's very, very important for the HODs to assure the teachers. That assurance will give the teachers confidence that they can try, they can do, and they have the backing and the support of the HOD. Yeah, I have had an experience like that because I used to lead student leadership committee, and you know, student leadership committee has got super a lot of events, right? Teachers Day lah, Invest Teacher lah, all these are all under student leadership committees. So back then in my previous school, we want to empower the students because that's how we feel the students get to learn through experience. Yeah. So I think many teachers, they don't dare, like you mentioned, they don't dare to let go, they don't dare to empower the students because they are afraid to be in the bad light. Like if something goes wrong, if the students make mistakes on stage, it is so visible to everybody, right? And then people will start to see, hey, who is the student leadership teachers? Yeah, but actually it is not like that lah. I strongly believe that people, teachers, especially educators, we are forgiving. I mean, who doesn't make mistakes, right? Especially when they are students at the age of what? Maybe upper sec, 15, 16. You cannot expect a perfect job from them, right? So people are forgiving, they will give the leeway. And I always ask or remind my teachers, in the midst of nurturing these future leaders, I mean our future generations, right, to be leaders, they need to experience the failures also. And it is not just for the students, it is also for my teachers, because in order to lead this group of students, it is different from telling them what to do 1 to 5, you know, like for example, so and so you do 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 like that. That is just telling them to do and they do it, they actually don't go. But if the teachers want to nurture them to be future leaders, they need to then think of ways to make them grow. And that is also a process where my teachers will go, because they need to start to think, because it's always easier to just tell than to think of ways to teach. Ultimately, I think assurance is very important, but of course guidance must also be provided lah. So if the teachers come to you for guidance, you cannot just reject them and say that, hey, just go and explore yourself. Cannot lah. They must explore within the boundary with your guidance and support and help.
Like, you know, the morning assembly where the student leader is the one that in charge of saying the pledge, everything. It's very easy to just ask the most confident person to be standing there all the time, every single day. The person. And then when you ask another person who cannot do it confidently, right, you see that person stuttering or say the wrong thing, say the wrong pledge, or make a fool of himself. I remember there was this time when the teacher just allowed the person to carry on, and he made one mistake one time. Everybody laughed, and then she asked the same person to do the same thing again. Then third time, fourth time, fifth time. Then after 1 week, right, the student became very confident. The student never made mistake anymore. After that, that story, right, we were able to share with a lot of students that, you see, you make mistake. If you continue to believe in yourself, you will stop making the mistakes, and then you will become confident one day. Actually, when everybody saw how student leaders make mistakes and then they overcome it and became more confident and they become much better, right? It was more inspiring, actually.
It is, and I believe this experience will actually shape how he or she sees things in the future, you know, because he has had that experience of making mistakes and growing from it and gaining something from it, you see. So I feel now, really the future of our nation, right, all pass through our hands. How we treat them now or how we nurture them now, it will really have a very big effect next time
Yeah.
when they become young adults. And I think it's very, very important.